Hurling with a silver ball has been played at St. Columb for at least 400 years, although its origins are lost in the unrecorded past. In medieval days, there were two kinds of hurling: hurling to goal and hurling to country. The contemporary game at St. Columb combines both these in that the ball can be goaled in either of the two stone troughs, which lie 2 miles apart, each approximately a mile from the market square, or carried across the boundary into one or other of the neighboring parishes. Proceedings begin at the traditional time of 4:15, when the holder of the ball declares it, or to use the proper term, calls it up, town ball or country ball, as the case may be. Today at St. Columb, there is a new ball. This is because the last winner, Ivan Smith, is giving the old ball as a present to his young son, whose first birthday falls on Shrove Tuesday.
Mr. Smith and a few of his friends have worked very hard about this, getting the television cameras to come here.
It's egg-shaped, isn't it?
That's right, that's the one Ivan Smith did.
Yeah.
He kept last year's ball.
Yeah.
For his boy.
He's an old St. Columb hurler. Very unlucky on 2 occasions. He's almost carried it out to the boundary. Very unlucky he was on 2 occasions. And one more thing they just told me to say. Don't put that bloody thing in your pocket. There we are.
You can still run the lunch packet again, can it?
There we are. It's not as rough as it used to be, you know.
No.
We will roll, roll the silver ball along. We will roll, roll the silver ball along, and we'll all chase on me.
Among the town's treasures is the St. Columb Green Book. In this, there is an account that in the year 1594, a transaction between a Mr. John Menhier and a Mr. Toby Bennett involving a silver ball and the sum of 10 shillings took place. This infers that the game of hurling with a silver ball was well established in the town by the end of the 16th century. In Richard Carew's Survey of Cornwall, published in 1602, the author gives a very detailed description of the game.
Whosoever getteth seizure of this ball findeth himself generally pursued by the adverse parties. Neither will they leave till, without all respects, he be laid flat on God's dear earth, which fall, once received, disableth from any longer detaining the ball. He therefore throweth the same, which like hazard of intercepting, as in the other hurling, to some one of his fellows hardest before him, who maketh away withal in like manner. The ball in this play may be compared to an infernal spirit, for whosoever catches it fareth straightways like a madman, struggling and fighting with those who go about to hold him, and no sooner is the ball gone from him, but he resigneth his fury to the next receiver, and himself becometh peaceable as before.
If the devil's in the way, we will roll it over him. If the devil's in the way, we will roll it over him. If the devil's in the way, we will roll it over him, and we'll all chase on behind.
The hurlers take their next way over hills, dales, hedges, ditches, yea, and thorough bushes, briars, mires, plains and rivers. Whatsoever you shall sometimes see 20 or 30 lie tugging together, scrabbling and scratching for the ball. A play verily both rude and rough, and yet such as is not destitute of policies, in some sort resembling the feats of war.
If they won't get out the way, we will not come in the same. If they won't get out the way, we will not come in the same. If they won't get out the way, we will not come in the same, and we'll all chase on.
Sometimes a footman getting it by stealth, the better to escape unespied, will carry the same quite backwards, and so at last get to the goal by a windlass.
The game was finally won by 17-year-old David Green, who goaled the ball for the townsmen. And so, by tradition, he was carried shoulder high by his fellow townsmen back to the market square, where he again calls up the ball.
It's a bit like it was other years, though. Not when we was in school, is it, Dick? Do you think so?
No, nothing like it used to be. No, nothing.
Says that.
After the call-up, silver cocoa is usually provided for the younger element in an adjacent cafe.
Silver cocoa for the children. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! One for the country. I keep trying to drive you, boy. We roll, the town ball we roll, and we roll, the town ball we roll, and we all go marching home.
After that, the silver silver ball does the rounds of the public houses, where all who have joined in, and a great many who've merely watched, drink quantities of silver beer, poured from a large jug in which the ball, after being thoroughly cleaned, is ceremoniously immersed.
We will pass the silver beer around. We will pass the silver beer around. We will pass the silver beer around. Then we'll all go marching home. We will roll the silver bowl along. We will roll the silver bowl along. We will roll the silver bowl along. And we'll all chase on behind.
If the towns are in the way, we will knock them into say, and we roll the town ball along. And we roll the town ball along. And we roll the town ball along. And we all go marching on. Oh, we roll the town ball, we roll. And we roll the town ball, we roll. And we all go marching on. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip hip!
In another year's time we will throw it up again. In another year's time we will throw it up again. In another year's time we will throw it up again. And we'll all change. We will roll the silver ball along. We will roll the silver ball along. We will roll the silver ball along. And we'll all chase on behind.